Hey friends, welcome back to She's At It Again. My name's Tanya, and today we're going to make some pesto, and I'm going to try to go as quick as I can. I have all my ingredients laid out. I already have grated my Parmesan cheese. I took my basil leaves apart and put those in a cup, got it measured out, so let's get going. In my food processor, you can use a Vitamix, you could use probably an immersion blender, but I'm just not real sure. I haven't tried it with an immersion blender. I normally make it in my food processor. We are going to put about 3 cloves, or what's equal to 3 cloves of minced garlic in here. And if you don't eat pesto because you have an allergy or some kind of an aversion to pine nuts, which is normally what pesto is made with, then you'll be pleasantly surprised to know that this can be made with either cashews, which is what we're using today, or you can use walnuts, or you could use pine nuts if you need to do that. So whatever you have on hand. I don't know that it'll work with pecans. I've not tried it that. Please don't use black walnuts. That is just, oh, they're just so bad. They're so stinky. And if you love black walnuts, bless you. I don't understand that because I can't even hardly walk in a room if there's a bag open. They're just that bad. All right, to this we are going to, well, I thought I had everything out. I didn't have my salt out though. We need about a half teaspoon of salt. We need a half a teaspoon of ground black pepper. There's my black pepper. And the salt was just pink Himalayan salt. We're going to use a cup of spinach, and this is just baby spinach in the package like that. And I say a cup, but what I mean by a cup is just whatever you can fit in your hand. Just a handful of it. And then to that, we're going to add a cup of our fresh basil. And this is so aromatic. If you've never smelled fresh basil, it is so pleasant. I used to think it smelled like lasagna, but maybe I was just thinking basil goes in lasagna, so it's probably just a suggestive thing. But they now have cleaning supplies that have basil fragrance, and man, I don't necessarily know that it smells like basil, but it is the most pleasant fragrance I've ever smelled in a natural cleaning product. And I think Mrs. Meyer's is one of those brands, but boy, does it smell good. I could just almost take a bath in that. And I guess they probably make products you can, like body products you can use too, but boy, it smells good. But this basil is very, very fragrant, and it is real pretty. I picked this in my yard the other day. I let it soak in a sink of soapy water for a while just to get any dirt, debris, and bugs off of it, if there was a bug on it. But our basil has been really plentiful this year. My gardening is just really disappointing this year, but the basil has been very prolific, so I go out and snip the tops of it every once in a while. It just flourishes through that. But this is just one way to use up that basil in a nice way. All right, to this we're going to also add, let's see, I have it written down here, a half cup of olive oil. And I'll show you which olive oil I'm using. This is the olive oil. We are going to add 1/4 of a cup of white wine. And I'll show you what I'm using here. This is, I think this is a local winery. I'm kind of clueless, not my skill set there. Here's the important part, half cup of cashews. Now these are toasted or roasted and salted whole cashews. I'll show you what the package looks like because I get these at my local big store. And this is one of my favorite snacks. I have to hide in the pantry to eat it because the dogs know I'm in there and they know what I'm doing. They want in so bad. I am not sharing, I'm just not. All right, to that we are going to add a half a cup of grated Parmesan, and I shot some video of me grating the Parmesan a while ago so you wouldn't think I got it out of that can, that already pre-grated stuff. Please don't do that. If you're going to go through the trouble of making homemade pesto, which is fabulous, yeah, let's not talk about the canned stuff. All right, to that we're going to add the juice and the zest of 1 lemon, which is about anywhere from 3 to 5 tablespoons. Now this is the organic lemon juice, not from concentrate, and I get this at just the supermarket. I think it's a Santa Cruz brand. So I'm going to pour that in there, and then I always have lemon zest in my freezer, because anytime I juice a lemon or use a lemon for anything, I always zest it first, put that in a jar and keep it in the freezer. So about a teaspoon or a teaspoon and a half or so of lemon zest. And that really does add a lot of brightness and a lot of good flavor to it. So don't skip out on that part. I normally keep little packages of frozen pesto in my freezer, so to put them on a pizza or just use as a dip or something, or use over hot pasta. Ooh, so good, so good. Okay, we're going to turn our food processor on after I plug it in. Take the lid off and scrape the edges a little bit. Make sure it goes down in there really well. And other than obviously chopping up the leaves of the basil and the spinach, you just want all those cashews to be finely chopped up. It's supposed to be not completely smooth like peanut butter, but almost like a chunky peanut butter. So about that consistency. That looks pretty good. All right, I'm going to pick up this camera and show you what the inside of this looks like. That is going to be fabulous over some hot pasta. Okay, that's it, guys. So I'm going to put this in these little containers like this. This makes 2 cups of pesto, so plenty for a couple of servings of, enough for, I don't know, a cup of pesto will do about a half a pound of pasta. So you're looking at enough for about a pound of pasta with these 2 cups of pesto. So hope you enjoyed this. Look forward to sharing something again with you real soon. And thanks for joining us. See ya.